let's examine how to create a cost estimate for an electrical project involving recessed lighting and outlets. We'll break down the material costs and labor costs separately to arrive at a total estimated cost. This estimate serves as a guide, and actual costs may vary depending on specific materials used, labor rates, and local market conditions. Let's begin with materials. Firstly, consider the recessed LED hi-hats with trim. The cost will depend on the type and quality of the lights. A reasonable estimate could be $20 per light. So for 40 recessed lights, the total material cost would be $800. Secondly, account for the flush mount outlets. Assuming standard 15 amp outlets, a cost of $10 per outlet is possible. For 16 outlets, this gives a total material cost of $160. Thirdly, consider the three-way dimmers. Good quality dimmers could cost $30 each. If the project requires 4 dimmers, the material cost would be $120. Lastly, to complete the material list, we need to include wire, conduit, and other electrical supplies. This can vary significantly based on the length of runs and complexity of the wiring. However, a budget of $300 should cover most situations. Now, let's move to the labor costs. Firstly, consider the installation of the 40 hi-hats. This includes cutting the holes, wiring, and mounting the lights. An estimated labor cost of $30 per light would result in a total of $1,200. Secondly, account for the installation of the 16 outlets. This includes running the wiring and mounting the outlets. A cost of $20 per outlet would result in a total labor cost of $320. Thirdly, calculate the cost to wire and connect the three-way switches with dimmers. This requires expertise in wiring and control circuits. An estimated labor cost for this task is $400. Sum in the material costs, which are $800 for the recessed lights, $160 for the outlets, $120 for the dimmers, and $300 for the other electrical supplies. We get a total of $1,380 for the materials. Next, sum the labor costs, which are $1,200 for the hi-hats, $320 for the outlets, and $400 for the switch wiring, which results in a total of $1,920. The total estimated cost is the sum of the material and labor costs, which is $1,380 plus $1,920, equaling $3,300. Some key assumptions underpin this estimate. The hi-hats are assumed to be LED and dimmable. The outlets are assumed to be standard 15 amp outlets, and an average labor rate is assumed. It is also essential to consider additional factors that can influence the final cost. Permits may be required depending on local regulations, which could add to the overall cost. Also, any unforeseen issues such as the need to remove and replace ceiling tiles can also increase costs. It is always recommended to obtain multiple quotes from licensed electricians to ensure competitive pricing. The cost estimate provided is based on industry averages. The actual cost will vary depending on specific materials used, labor rates, and local market conditions.